Hi, today I'm going to share with you the method and the system I use to have 1 month worth of social media content, blog posts, and newsletters from one single video. This method is powered by ClickUp and by AI to let you basically turn one piece of long-form content into reels, videos, blog articles, newsletters, and easily delegate to your team of editors, of designers, so that you can save yourself time from content creation. And I can guarantee you, if you use the template I'm going to show you, you're going to divide your content creation time by at least 5 times. This is an insane method. This leverages Descript, a video editor. This leverages Claude, which is an AI, and the proper prompting to really save you time from content creation. I call this method ContentFlow, and I'm going to show you exactly how it works. Let's get started. So basically, here's my process. I have a long form video and I can turn it into short videos, blog posts, newsletter, mid-form posts, short form posts. So basically any platform I'm on, whether it's my personal platforms with my blog, with my newsletter, or social media platforms, I can have content just from one piece. And depending on your frequency of posting, you can have 1 month worth of content through 1 to 2 long-form videos or long-form pieces, because this method applies to long-form videos, but also long-form written pieces. So if you have one long-form blog post or one very long-form essay, you can turn it into newsletter, into short-form posts, and you can chop it up and repurpose it. But in our case, the way I built that system is that it's made for long-form videos, because my main input is long-form videos. It's this YouTube channel. And then I use the content that I create in this YouTube channel to create shorter form posts for my other social media. If I explain very quickly how it works, I have a long-form post and then I edit it using a software called Descript. Descript is a video editing software. It looks like this, and you have basically a script here on the left that's generated from your video and the video right here, and you have a timeline in the bottom so you can edit it very classic like any video editing software through the timeline. So I'm not going to get into the details of Descript, but for the sake of this example, we're going to use this Descript video, 5 costly ClickUp mistakes you must avoid. This is a long form video that I then edit, and the transcript is generated by Descript. And then I repurpose the video in Descript. So I create clips, highlight reels, and translate it. From this long form video, I can have mid-form video, I can have short form videos, and I can use them for X and LinkedIn for the mid-form video, and TikTok and Instagram Reels for the short form videos. From one long form piece of content, I can have around 4 to 5 short form pieces of content that I can reuse for video platforms. And then when it comes to the transcript, so the part on the left right here, I can use that transcript and turn it into a newsletter, a blog article, some long-form posts for LinkedIn, and some short-form posts for X. I can also turn it into threads or long-form posts for X. Basically, I can have one transcript and turn it into 7 to 10 pieces of written content. So this shows you the power of this video. From one long-form piece of content, you can have around 10 to 15 pieces of shorter content that you can use, and it stems from the same idea, and then it's repurposed and chopped up and reused. Obviously, it's better if you produce 2 to 3 videos a month. That way you can roll around these ideas and just create a cycle of ideas. You're gonna post something about video 1, then you're gonna post something about video 2, and you can have this cycle and not just revolve around the same idea on your post calendar. But I'm gonna show you with this method that you can get yourself organized very quickly in ClickUp, obviously my favorite productivity software, and turn this long-form videos into shorter pieces. Just as a disclaimer before we get started, and I demo this in ClickUp, what the system offers is about staying organized on content creation. It's about facilitating the delegation to your editor, your ghostwriter, your designer, and I'm going to show you how in ClickUp later. And it's about having an assistant that's AI that facilitates that content creation. And I want to stress that idea of assistant. An assistant is someone that helps you. It's not going to generate ideas for you. It's not going to improve your writing. It's not going to make your post go viral, because this is not the guarantee that your content will work and rank. Your content will work and rank if it's valuable, if it's well written, if it has a strong hook, if it's well edited. These are the keys to making content that people will actually want to consume. This is not a ready-made tool to generate content. You're going to have to come up with the content yourself. You're going to have to record yourself. You're going to have to use the prompts. You're going to have to actually put in some work to have a content machine. But I can assure you that you will put 10 times less work than someone that doesn't repurpose their content. So it's about working smart and reusing one piece of content to chop it up into several pieces that you can reuse as a cycle. Now, I'm not a content creation guru. I'm just a systems lover, a productivity expert, and I want to help you automate that process of content creation because I found it tedious, and I want to reuse these ideas that I'm generating with videos into other platforms because I want basically my brain, my knowledge, what I'm sharing with you right now to be shared with people that prefer written content, that are subscribed to my newsletter, or that want to discover me on social media like LinkedIn or Instagram. One thing's for sure about media: the more platforms you're on, the more visibility you have. Obviously, you have to choose your favorite platform and your main focus, but it's always good to reuse the content if it's already created. Now let's get started. I'm going to show you exactly how that system works in ClickUp. All right, we're in ClickUp and we have a list here called ContentFlow, and we have a task right here with several subtasks and third level subtasks for your long form content, your short form content. This is a template that's pre-built. You can access it through the link in the description, and you can save yourself time from building everything I'm going to show you. And you'll also have access to all the prompts that I'm going to show you, which you will have to do yourself if you don't get the template otherwise. If you get the ContentFlow template, you will have a list with one main task called content idea, and that's your stem, that's your seed idea. And then you're gonna have your long form content editing, your mid form content editing, your short form content editing, and that's it for the video types. As you can see here, each task will have a little camera logo, and that means that's a video type of content. And here for the written type of content, you'll have a little pen logo. You'll have a blog post, newsletter, long form thread, and short form content that's written as well. As you can see, from one piece of content, one content idea that's right here, we're able to create around 10 to 15 pieces of content. All right, let me close that one up to get more space. And here you're gonna have a column with social media. Obviously, you have to have a ClickUp paid tier to access custom fields, but that will really help you out to have a clearer vision in the calendar view that I will show you later on where you're gonna post each of these pieces of content. You can add the assignee right here and the due date, which is the publishing date of that content. And here we have the latest comment, which is actually a prompt that you can use in Claude or in ChatGPT to generate infinite amounts of written content. We're gonna get started with the long form content. And in the long form content, you're gonna have 3 steps: scripting, editing, and thumbnail. Because I've realized when going through my YouTube video editing that these are the steps that I mostly need. These are the steps that I mostly use with my team. Now, what's great is that into these tasks, you can create processes and instructions like how to write a script on YouTube for your channel, how to do some editing, how to edit the video, how to create a thumbnail to match your brand. You can put all your processes here to use it later. Once that's done, you can assign this to the right people. So you can assign it to your team, the editor, the thumbnail designer. Then you're going to go through that process of editing and publishing the long form video. What I'm going to do is going to create a brand new task from here, from the ContentFlow task, which is a pin task. I can also just type a new task right here, and the automation behind the scenes is going to use the template that I've just shown you. We're going to actually use this title, and I'm going to copy paste it. And there we go. This is our base idea. This is our stem idea. And it's going to create some subtasks, as you can see right here, for long form, mid form, and blog posts, etc. If I open up this task, it's created everything. We have 5 closely ClickUp mistakes you must avoid, and I'm going to name the YouTube video the exact same way. Let's say I went through editing with my team, so I assigned it to each of them, and then I have assigned the main task to me, and we're going through the process and basically like getting everything done. Let's say everything's done. I'm going to move everything to done and just resolve all items. And there we go. We have our video. We're happy with it. And we're actually going to publish it, say, on the 10th of July. So we have a video, YouTube video, scheduled for the 10th of July. Now, once you're happy about your video editing, you've gone through the process of prepping it in YouTube and it's ready to go. You're going to go to Descript and go to Publish. and export, and you're gonna export the transcript and include the time codes and copy to clipboard. This transcript will be copied to your clipboard, and you're gonna get back to ClickUp, and you're gonna go to the main task, and it tells you paste your transcript right here. So I'm gonna edit this comment and just paste the whole transcript of the video in the main task and click save. And I can use that transcript in my AI. I'm gonna show you that later. All right, so first piece of written content I need to do is a YouTube video description, because I prepped my video, but I need to create a YouTube video description. So I'm gonna go to my main YouTube task and copy that prompt. Then I'm gonna go to Claude, which is my favorite AI to generate written content. I prefer Claude to ChatGPT. I feel like it outputs better written content, but obviously if you have ChatGPT or you prefer ChatGPT, you can go for that one. Let's get to Claude, and then I'm gonna paste my content right here. And I am going to get back to ClickUp, get to the main task and copy the piece of transcript and get back here to Claude and just paste it to the bottom. What this does is that it instructs Claude to generate a YouTube type of video description. It's just gonna prep it with the title, the description, and some written content and some timestamps. Now, obviously you have to have the timestamps in the transcript of the video, otherwise it will not be able to work. As you can see, it's prepared some nice description and some bulleted information. I like that one. I'll get back to ClickUp and I'll just add the description of the video right here. And I can actually instruct my assistant, can you update this in YouTube description? Then I've updated my transcript. I have a YouTube description, some highlight section. If we get back to Claude and to the prompt, as you can see, it also suggests you a bunch of stuff in the bottom, like hashtags, like, comment, subscribe. So you can use whatever you want from what the AI generates you. And I'll get back right here and I'll just paste that to the bottom. Great. As you can see, there's still a little bit of work to do from your side. You're gonna have to find your lead magnets, find your related videos. This is just gonna speed up the process for you. It's gonna make things way faster than if you were to generate a description yourself. But there's still work from your side. And this is why I said, this is not a guarantee that your content will rank. This is not a guarantee that you're producing amazing content. This is a guarantee that you will have a way faster process. Let's get back to ClickUp. And I have my description, I have my timestamps, I even have hashtags right here that I copy and pasted from the AI. That's looking great. I'm gonna move on to the next piece of content. I'm gonna have to create a mid-form piece of content, a mid-form video. Let's get to Descript, and I'm gonna show you this because this is not really related to the process itself. This is a feature that Descript offers. And if we get to Underlord here in Descript, I can create a highlight reel. A highlight reel is a long form piece of content that's gonna have the main highlights of my YouTube video. The idea is that it makes people wanna know more, wanna watch the video in YouTube, and it's gonna redirect traffic from LinkedIn, from X, straight to YouTube. I'm gonna create my highlight reel right here, and I'll use a template that I've already pre-made. It's my horizontal shorts template. If you use Descript, I recommend you to create pre-built templates. This will save you a lot of time from having to edit this yourself. I'll click submit, and it's gonna generate through AI the highlights of the video, of the long form video that's about 7 minutes, into probably like a 30 seconds to 1 minute highlight reel. So let's see how it goes. It's working out. And it's created the highlight reel right here in a few seconds. As you can see, the video is around 2.5 minutes. You can let your editor edit it, chop it up, improve it. Obviously, this is just a first step, and then you have to fine tune everything. Make sure that when you open this up, like, it looks nice. Are the reels nice? Does it make sense? Does the flow of the video make sense? Either you or your editor has to go through that process of making sure this reel makes sense. But it's great because you've probably saved an hour's worth of finding the best parts of your video and having a 8-minute video turned into a 2.5 minutes video, and keep that viewer retention on platforms like X or LinkedIn. If you're happy with it, you're just gonna go into publish, export, download it, and then you can actually attach it into the mid-form video task. And you're gonna use that transcript again. You're gonna copy it to clipboard, get to Claude, and then in the bottom, I'm gonna add my instruction that's also in my task. I'll just copy and paste, and I just instructed it to use that transcript and just create a quick post that I can use on X or LinkedIn. As you can see, we have a LinkedIn post right here, and I can just get back here, add it to my description, attach my video, and I'm ready to post it. Obviously, you will have to fine tune it. You'll have to adjust a few things, but this is already a pre-built LinkedIn written post plus a pre-built video. This took us not even like 5 minutes. Let's move on to the short form content. We're going to put the mid-form content to schedule, and we're going to move on to the short videos. I'll get back to Descript and into my main video, and I'll use another feature of Underload. So Underload is basically the AI that handles everything in Descript, that lets you like edit for clarity, add studio sound, remove like a bunch of words, really like save you time for video editing basically. We're going to use the generate clips, and we'll use our template here for Reel and TikTok posts. I'll click submit, and I'm going to let Underload create clips and see how it goes. I told it to create 5 clips. We'll see if these clips make sense. It created some pieces of content, and it's even rated them. So it said how relevant, how nice, how important it is. I'll keep the ones that are actually around 4. This one is 2.5. I'll just delete it, and I'll click done. And here we have our pieces of content created. Now, obviously you can let your video editor do that. You don't have to do it yourself, and it'll just save them time from chopping up that content and having like interesting pieces of content. And you can go through each of these pieces, copy the transcript, download the original video, and add it to the ClickUp task. Let's start with this first piece of content. We're just going to go into publish, export, download our video, and then we can attach it to the ClickUp task. And I'm also going to get the transcript. I'll just copy the clipboard, and then back into Claude, I'll just add the transcript right here. And just getting back to ClickUp, we can have the short here and copy our prompt, back to Claude, paste our prompt, and let it do the work. As you can see, this is a very simple process. It's very guided, and I can just copy this, get back to my task, add my description, and I can add the original video right here, just attach it and ask my assistant, can you please schedule this, and click send. I've generated a short form content in a few minutes, and you just have to do the same for every piece of content. You can just create each of these shorts, attach the video, attach the description, and you'd go through each of them one by one. We have this piece, for example, 5 common ClickUp mistakes, unlocking ClickUp's true power beyond tasks, why ClickUp won't fix your broken processes. We have short form videos that we can use, and that's looking great. We're going to put everything to schedule, and we'll schedule them later. I'll show you how. And we're going to move on to the written content. Let's start with a blog post. This is a little bit of a longer process because a blog post can be a little bit long, a little bit tedious to generate, especially if you need to reach a target of 2,000 words or something. But we're going to keep it simple for this one. We're going to use the prompt as usual. I'll get back to Claude. I'll add my prompt, and then get back to ClickUp and to my main task. And I'm going to use the original long form transcript and just add it right here to the very bottom. There you go. Claude's going to generate a blog post with an outline, introduction. It's going to work for you. It's going to generate a SEO-friendly blog post in a few seconds. And the prompt is made so that the content seems original, it matches your tone of voice, it matches your speaking style, and it feels like it's new content, and it's not like AI generated like most blog videos. The output is actually looking great. Let's have a look. It's creating a very long form, very interesting article. And as you can see, it's generated an almost 2,000 word, high quality blog article that's easy to read, simple, and easy to follow up. Just took you about 5 minutes. This shows you the power of AI when it's combined with your own original content. I'll just copy the article, get back to my task, add it to my description, and there we go. So we have our article. We can add the second part that is generated. And let's make this one bigger. We have a long form article that's probably around 2,000 words, very SEO friendly. And in the bottom, it even gives you like potential article titles and potential social media promotion strategies, meta description, and internal links that you can use to have an internal linking strategy with your existing blog post. But if your niche is around sailing, watches, tennis, whatever your passion is, As you generate content, it's going to create some internal link strategy, and you're going to be able to have a content machine around your own niche. I've used this title, I like it, and I just put it as the main task list. And we have our blog article ready to be scheduled. Took us a few seconds, and then we can obviously assign it to our copywriter. They can review it, they can improve it, they can add illustrations, whatever you want. Again, this is just to help you facilitate that process. It won't replace human eye and expertise and knowledge in your field to have high quality content. Let's move on to the newsletter. We have the blog article, and we're going to have a newsletter that basically summarizes and promotes all of that content. I'll get back to Claude and just let it generate a newsletter article around the same topic of the ClickUp mistakes to avoid. There we go. We have a subject line, some preview text, some headline, some key takeaways. We have H2. We have like a bunch of long form content that you can just refine and improve on if we want to. And it's just generated some amazing newsletter article. Let's get back to our task, and we can just open up our newsletter content right here, paste it, and I'll just take this headline, put it as a title just for easy access and ease of understanding. Move it to schedule, and there we go. We have a newsletter. It took us 5 minutes. Again, it can be to be reviewed by your team, but this is a great starting point. Next, long form content. Here we have a long form content, a LinkedIn type of post that we want. Again, we're just gonna copy the prompt, get back to Claude, and paste it right here. And because Claude already has some content right here in the top, it knows what we're talking about. It's just gonna go through the analysis of that transcript again and generate some long form content for us. It's working out, it's generating content, and it's gonna generate like the relevant amount of posts it wants. The prompt basically tells Claude to generate 1 to 3 posts depending on the relevance of how it can chop up content. If your video is very long, it can probably generate like 5, 6, 7 posts. You can change that in the prompt. If it's very short, you can tell it to generate just one single long form post. Really depends of the size of your original content. We have our post right here. 5 ClickUp mistake costing you time and money. Unlock ClickUp's hidden security superpowers. The ClickUp reality check. It's not a magic wand. So we have these titles. Next, what I'm just going to do is duplicate each of those long form tasks and have 3 different posts to schedule. We have this one, the ClickUp reality check. We have the unlock ClickUp's hidden security, and we have the 5 ClickUp mistakes, and all of them are ready to go. Then we can just open up each task, get back to our AI, and just like copy this, get back to our task description, just paste it right here, and I have my post. And I'll do the same for each of those posts. I'll just like get to my AI, copy the post, paste it back. Again, in about 5 minutes, you have 3 pieces of long form content. You can just give them to your ghostwriter, you can work on them yourself. For these ones, I'll just improve them myself, so I've assigned them to myself. And from there, I can just schedule them on LinkedIn and X. Next, we have a thread. I want to create a thread from this long form video. I'll just use the thread prompt, get back here, and paste it. And it's just gonna go through it. Perfect. We have our thread, we have our steps. Let's see how it looks. We have around 10 tweets apparently. So I'll just copy this and actually have 2 threads in that one. I'll just paste it here and I'll work on them again later. Obviously, this is a facilitator. You have to rework your threads, you have to rework your posts, you have to make sure the hooks are good. But this will really save you time because every one of the prompts says that it has to match the original author's speaking style. If you have a certain style of speaking, a certain branding, a certain tone of voice when you speak, it will match it in the written content. That's what I love about this method. We have our thread, upgrade to schedule, and then we can finish up with our short forms. Short form content is content that you post usually on X. It's like 2-3 sentences, very short, very striking. We're going to use that prompt again for the short form content. Get back here, paste everything, and let it work. Based on the transcript, it generates some tweets. We have 3 tweets right here, 5 tweets apparently, not 4 tweets, looking great. We're just going to use each of those. I like that one, I'll just use it. Get back to my task. Quick ClickUp fixes. ClickUp's real power is in collaboration. Stop treating ClickUp. So this one, I like it. Let's put it right here. And let's use this final one. There you go, paste it. So we have our content. we can just put everything to schedule, and you've generated 3 tweets in about 5 minutes. Each of these pieces of content was generated in less than 5 minutes. Obviously, for the video editing, it will take longer, and that's why it's better to delegate this to a video editor so that they take care of this. And once they're done, you use their transcript and add it to have your long form post. If we are realistic, it will probably take you half a day to generate a month worth of content, because all of this will go into our content calendar. Let's get to our calendar view right here. We can see all our posts and schedule them, or let our assistant or social media manager schedule it for us and have a clear overview on what's to post. Let's start with the mid-form content. It's the first to pop up right here. I'll just add it here. It shows us the social media where it's gonna go. This one, we'll add it here. And let's say this one goes there so that we have some video quite balanced. Actually, let's move this one here. And then we can add our written content for Mondays and Fridays, for example. Great, we have our thread here and some written content. And I'll actually move this one to the first. I created a very simple schedule, but as you can see, we're on the 7th of July and we have content up until the 2nd of August. So we have almost 1 month worth of content with a regular posting schedule of 1 out of 2 weekdays, for example. And we have this bonus little content that's right here. And I haven't even added my main YouTube video, so I'll just post it on the same time as the blog article on Monday. We have 14 pieces of content just ready to be posted in about maybe 2, 3, 4 hours max of content creation. If you have video editors, if you have designers, social media managers, obviously they can take care of the rest of the illustrations, of prepping the posts, of pushing them, but you've created your personal content calendar in just about 4 hours. This is the power of this ContentFlow system. This is what I love about it. It's basically saved me so much time from generating content for my upcoming month. If you have more long form content, you can alternate that content, you can push it to later, you can schedule it for another date. It's really up to you how you organize it. You have to balance out your ideas. Maybe you want to alternate with other content, but then all you have to do is go to August or September and balance out your content and have a whole broad content calendar around your niche. I hope this method helps you out. If you want to have access to the ClickUp list template that includes the task template, all the subtasks for each piece of content, and all the AI prompts that I've worked on really hard to make sure they feel natural, then you can just get it through the link in my description. This template is genuinely saving me hours, and I hope it works the same way for you too. If you have a clear content strategy, a clear content topic, then this is gonna save you hours and hours and hours of content ideation, generation, of repurposing. You're gonna have your content calendar right here, all your prompts. You're gonna be able to store your videos. And this is, to me, one of the most powerful content system you can have. Thanks for watching. Grab the template in the description, and I'll see you next time. Stay productive.